Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up, Young and Restless exclusive. On his 21st anniversary as Devon, Bryton James tells all about how he landed in Genoa City. It's hard to believe that 20-plus years ago, on June 1st, 2004, Bryton James made his first appearance on The Young and the Restless. Devon Hamilton had arrived in Genoa City, and the Winters family was never the same. His early storylines were filled with heartache, drama, and angst, but James always delivered the spectacle that daytime audiences were clamoring for. What's wild to think is that his Hollywood career could have gone in a much different direction. Let's call it a sliding doors moment. James recalled the day that changed his life forever with Soaps.com with not one, but two major auditions. I remember that day I had a Coca-Cola commercial, a national commercial, and an audition for a soap opera, he shares. I really wanted the commercial because I knew they paid well. And I thought, I was 17, so what did a soap opera want with a kid? Little did he know that The Young and the Restless would have a juicy storyline waiting for that 17-year-old kid, one that would eventually land him 2 daytime Emmys. I knew I did a good job during The Young and the Restless screen test. I felt the most confident after the first audition I had for Y&R with our casting director Marnie Saita, James divulges. But I will never forget that in the middle of the audition, the casting director stopped the scene, midway through, and said, "Finally, someone who reads this role the way it's meant to be read." His talent was recognized right away, and James says, "It gave me all the confidence in the world. The role just might have been destined for him because his screen test partner just happened a former Family Matters guest star, Crystal Khalil. She was on the 8th episode of the 8th season titled Karate Kids. He had last seen her when they were 9 and 10 years old, and now, The Young. And The Restless was asking them to do 4 scenes together. If that wasn't enough, his studio teacher Linda Stone, from his over 11 years on the ABC sitcom, was now in that same position on CBS daytime show. If that wasn't the universe telling James that he was officially home, James now gets to be a part of the legacy that the Bell family created 51 years ago, one that he will never stop trying to make this place proud. Happy 21st anniversary, Bryton James. When Bryton James first walked onto the set of The Young and the Restless in 2004, fans might not have known they were witnessing the start of a legacy. But longtime viewers would soon realize that his portrayal of Devon Hamilton, troubled, passionate, resilient, was something special. At just 17 years old, Bryton was already a seasoned actor, having grown up in the spotlight as Richie Crawford on the hit sitcom Family Matters. But daytime was different. "I didn't know what I was getting into," Bryton admits now, laughing. "The pace, the volume of material, the emotional depth, it was overwhelming and exhilarating all at once." His entry into Genoa City wasn't cushioned by a slow build. His first scenes involved confrontation, vulnerability, and rawness. Devon's character, an angry, deaf foster teen with a tragic past, was a challenge. For Bryton, it was the kind of challenge he'd been waiting for. Chapter 2. Christophe St. John and the Father Figure. That changed everything. Devon's early storyline hinged on his adoption into the Winters family. Off-screen, Bryton forged a bond with Christophe St. John, Neil Winters, that would transcend the screen. "Christophe was the reason I stayed," Bryton says. "He wasn't just a mentor, he was family." That relationship helped anchor Bryton during the long hours and steep learning curves of soap opera life. Christophe's guidance on everything from how to hit a mark to how to dig into emotionally wrenching material made all the difference. "There were days I wasn't sure I could keep up," Bryton remembers. "But Christophe believed in me before. I believed in myself." Their chemistry was undeniable, and it translated into years of powerful father-son scenes that still resonate with fans today. "We didn't have to pretend," Bryton adds. "That love was real. Chapter 3. The Scenes That Changed. His career, 2 decades in a genre known for drama, naturally comes with unforgettable moments. For Bryton, a handful stand out. Devon losing. His hearing again after an accident. Devon confronting Neil over Hillary. And perhaps most devastating, Kristoff's real-life passing and the show's emotional tribute to Neil Winters. "That was the hardest story I've ever had to play," he says quietly. "Losing Kristoff. There are no words. But telling that story, honoring him on screen, it was painful and beautiful. It helped us all grieve. That arc brought Devon's character full circle. The boy taken in by the Winters family now became the man struggling to hold that family together. There's no Devon without Neil," Bryton insists. "Everything I do on this show, I still do for him." Chapter 4. A love life as complicated as a soap opera. Itself, Devon's romantic life has been nothing short of roller coaster-level chaos. His on-again, off-again relationship with Hillary, played by the brilliant Michael Morgan, was electric. "That pairing changed the game," Bryton says. "We had chemistry from day one, and the writers leaned into it. Hillary's death devastated fans." Devon's grief turned him darker, colder, and eventually more guarded, until fate brought him full circle, falling in love with Amanda Sinclair, Hillary's long-lost twin. "It was surreal," Bryton admits. "Michael coming back in a new role, it gave us both a second chance. But we also had to honor what we'd lost." While fans remain divided over Devon's many relationships, from Abby to Elena to Amanda, Bryton embraces the complexity. Devon's journey is messy, real. That's why people relate. Chapter 5. Off-screen growth and on-screen milestones. Over 21 years, Bryton has grown up in Genoa City. "I came here a kid," he reflects. "Now I'm a man with responsibilities and a family of my own." His connection to co-stars has only deepened. He calls Crystal Khalil, Lily, his soap sister for life, and Daniel Goddard, Kane, remains a close friend. Off-screen, Bryton has found joy in music production, charity work, and voicing characters in animation, including Cyborg in Young Justice. Yet Y&R remains his professional home. "Every anniversary I hit here is a blessing," he says. "Not everyone gets that in this industry." Chapter 6. The next generation, Devon is no longer the angry teen in a hoodie. He's now a father, a businessman, a protector. "It's been incredible watching him evolve," Bryton says. "Now I get to play a character mentoring the next generation." His scenes with Dominic, the child Devon shares with Abby, have opened new emotional doors. "It's changed Devon and me," Bryton says. "Fatherhood, even in character, brings out parts of yourself you didn't know were there." And then there's the Chancellor-Winters merger, a storyline that gives Devon big stakes and bigger drama. "Boardroom battles are like Shakespeare, with a modern twist," he says, laughing. "I love it." Chapter 7. A legacy cemented. After 21 years, Bryton James has earned more than accolades. He's earned admiration. An Emmy winner, a fan favorite, and a fierce advocate for representation in daytime, Bryton reflects on the legacy he's building. "I'm proud of what we've done with Devon," he says. "He's a black man in a position of power. He's layered. He's not perfect. And that's the point. In an industry still fighting for equity and diversity, Bryton's presence is more than symbolic. It's necessary. Representation is everything," he insists. "If I can inspire even one young person to dream big because they saw me on screen, it's all worth it." Chapter 8. Looking forward, looking back. What's next for Devon? Bryton hopes for more. Challenges, more depth, and more meaningful relationships. "I want to keep exploring who Devon is, not just the CEO or the dad, but the man," he says. Fans, of course, have their own wish lists. A reunion with Hillary, Hello Twin Twist, a deeper romance arc, or even a crossover with Bold and Beautiful. I'd be open to anything, Bryton grins. Devon in L.A.? That could be fun, but for now, Bryton is simply celebrating the milestone. 21 years in one place. It's surreal, he says. But I'm grateful every single day. Closing thoughts. As The Young and the Restless continues its legacy, so does Bryton James. His performance as Devon Hamilton has become a cornerstone of the show, embodying strength, vulnerability, and the enduring power of family. For a long time, viewers and newcomers alike, Devon's journey is proof that great storytelling and great actors can make even the most restless hearts believe in hope again.